Denny Blanco, my man, I finally found you. I couldn't find you last night, my guy. I couldn't find you. I'm like, no, my man is sleeping. It's breaking news at 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, I called like 5 people. Nobody picked up the phone. I got to call my podcast host. Where is he at? I knew you were sleeping, bro. I'm like, no, not right now. But I finally got you. In the morning, you hit me up. Oh shit, Mikal going to the Knicks. I said, yeah, bro. Where was you at last night? Everybody was podcasting and this and that. And I gotta sit home like I gotta wait till the morning, or the afternoon, or at night to talk about this trade. Anyway, Denny Blanco, Sir Denny Blanco on social media, Randy J. Cruz, RENDY, letter JCRUZ. You find the podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, also on Amazon Music. Go ahead, follow, rate, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. YouTube.com/Cruise Control Podcast. We are doing this live right now, about an hour and a half before the NBA draft night 1. Live on Twitter, live on YouTube. Anybody got a question, comment, feedback regarding this trade with the Knicks? Mikal Bridges. Also breaking news before we got on here. OG Anunoby is coming back to the Knicks on a 5-year deal worth $213 million. So the Knicks are looking very bright, my guy, very bright. But before we get to OG, what was your initial thought when you found out Mikal Bridges is heading up the borough to Manhattan to play with the Knicks?
First and foremost, you almost got me effed up in these streets, calling me too late. Yeah, I mean, certain individuals is looking at me like, you kind of crazy having this happen. What's going on? I need my beauty sleep. And I said, me too, baby, me too. If you looked at my Twitter, good sir, the day before, I think I tagged you in on it too. Day before, I said the Knicks, y'all should go after Mikal Bridges. NBA Whisper, Denny Blanco called it. God bless, Randy. God bless.
You called what? No. Wait, no. You called what?
Look at my Twitter feed from yesterday.
From what time?
Look at my Twitter feed. All right, no doubt. Let's do it, because you know what I mean. We got to make sure we understand.
Let me see.
Nah, look at let me put was Mikal Bridges. That's all I got to do. Put Bridges in my drawing. That's it. Bridges. Bang. Let's see what Dennis said.
I'm looking. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Mikal Bridges. Yeah, what
I'm looking, bro.
That's not me. You don't see nothing. You don't see nothing.
I'm looking at 12. I'm at 12 hours ago. I don't see nothing just yet.
Come on,
I got Knicks getting Mikal Bridges. Man, I got that one.
Yeah. What time was that?
That was 12:54 this afternoon. So I gotta go back. You told me yesterday, right?
Yeah, I told you yesterday. Oh, yes. Oh, I said I put that up there today. It was 24th. Today's the 20th. That was the 24th. Today's the 26th.
Yeah, I'm going. Yo, when did you put this tweet out, bro?
No, the tweet, New York Knicks, get Mikal Bridges. That the one you just read, that was from today?
Yeah, that was from today. So
and what time did it? That was from today. Like
that was from today. Yeah, so it already happened, buddy. So you don't.
What the hell is going? You know what? I gotta find it because this is ridiculous. Bottom line is this: you guys, I was saying that you guys will be the number ranked, second ranked best team in the East if you keep OG with Mikal. And goddamn it, you did. You guys are going to be the number 2, the second best team in the East. Now, the starting 5 is going to be phenomenal. Like, if I was a betting man and I was to put a starting 5 together for the Knicks, your bench is looking crazy too. Unfortunately, you may have to lose out on Mitchell Robinson, though. You know that, right?
I'm aware.
Are you crying?
No, you see it. No, am I crying? No, big fan of Mitch. But I mean, obviously they gotta keep they gotta try to keep Hartenstein. They're gonna do everything they can. I know he's getting some feelers out there from different teams. Respectfully, had a great season this year, and it's gonna be worth the money. But obviously, prime objective number 1 was to keep OG Anunoby, because once you get Mikal Bridges and a guy who's 27 years old, two-way player, shoot the three, defense, offense, can score the basket, create his own shot, and then you you bring back OG, and you really seen what he did with the Knicks, 26 and probably less than 5 losses with him on the floor, and that's why he was really missed against the Indiana Pacers in that conference semifinals. So, I mean, you get him for 212 over 5 years, and I just saw this tweet earlier about how old these guys are. Brunson 27, Mikal 27, OG 26, Julius 29, Mitchell 26 if he stays, Deuce is 23, Dante 27, Josh Hart 29. So you got nobody over 30 as your core guys. So this team, if intact for the next 3, 4, maybe 5 years, so they and I kept seeing, oh, it's too many draft picks. But I think at some point in time, let me get this off. We'll go back.
It's a lot of.
I get it. Too many draft picks, but
it's not.
The better you are, those draft picks don't become as valuable if you were tanking or you were shit. Because now, if you're in the conference finals every year or NBA finals or playoff team, those are second round picks. Now
you have a potential all-star, a potential all-star, Mikal Bridges.
Yes.
You have draft picks that you have no idea what they're going to do. None.
Yeah, it's the unknown. Yeah.
We know what we have with Mikal. Give me Mikal. It's simple. Give him the say. You said, because early on I'm like, they traded for Mikal. I'm like, all right, as long as you don't give up anything current, bogey, draft picks, go ahead, because the Nets are desperate. They're blowing it up. And Mikal said, it was cute playing against my teammates, my college teammates over in the Nets. Even when I was home, the Knicks fans were louder than my fans. I need to go to the Knicks. This is ridiculous. Trade me, please.
I mean, there were writings on the wall. You were kind of seeing like, all right, this could happen, but can it? Because would New Jersey Nets, Brooklyn, whatever Nets, would they trade with the Knicks? And I kept seeing it's the first time they've done a trade with each other since 1983. I'm like, oh shit! That's like everybody thought that this was not going to happen. So now, in real time, I see Knicks get Bridges, and I'm like, oh shit! Let me see who they gave up, not what they gave up. What meaning picks? I'm thinking who's on the way out. I'm thinking, oh man, they got rid of Julius, they got rid of Mitchell, they got rid of some pieces.
Wow.
When I see it and there's no players involved, but you trade the picks and you keep everybody intact, I really don't know how, as a Knicks fan, you could be upset about this deal. Again, it's 5 picks, and I get it. But if you're gonna be good the next 5 years, those picks won't mean shit. They
don't matter. They don't.
You still have more. You still have more picks to play with.
It don't matter. The Knicks aren't done. They still got to offload Mitchell because they got to re-sign Hartenstein. Shout out to Jalen Brunson. His next payday. His next
payday, and he still might take a pay cut to know, like, all right, if we're gonna be all in on this,
he's underpaid now.
He's greatly underpaid, and that's a fact. Now. But knowing that his next deal to get more people in here to take less money, he's the kind of guy that's going to do that. Mm-hmm. And I hear, oh, Mikal's not an all-star. He's not a Spider Mitchell where I'm gonna give up 5 or 7 picks. If you look at what just happened, those 5 picks and like maybe 2 more that you would have gave for Donovan went to OG and Mikal Bridges. Now your wing defenders are fucking insane.
Solidified number 1. Number 2, if you actually do the research on Mikal Bridges, you actually paid attention. He came in with Phoenix, right?
Yeah,
came in with Phoenix. Didn't Phoenix go to the Eastern Conference Finals with him starting?
Bro, Phoenix is in the Western Conference.
I mean, why would you say the West? That Phoenix Suns. When Bridges was
NBA Finals,
it was. Thank you. That's so you pick. See, that's why you my man, because you know where I was going. Don't matter if I said Finals. Thank you. So literally, that's how good he was defensively to start on an NBA Finals team. Number 1. Number 2, He moves over to the Nets. Does his due diligence as a number one option. Okay. Bottom line is this guy is phenomenal as a third, second, or fourth option. Mikal Bridges is going to defend your wing players along with OG. Mm-hmm. Deal with that. And then he's not just going to spot up for three. He's not. He can do that, but he's not going to. You know why? He moves without the ball. So does OG. It's interesting. A lot of these people are talking about, you get this guy, and I don't know. First thing guy told me this morning was like, what is it with these college? I don't know why they try to buy in with college players. I said, you don't understand. You don't understand. I said, what's the most important thing when it comes to a team, Randy? What's the most important thing a team needs besides talent?
I'm sorry, repeat it. I was busy.
No problem. What's the most important thing a team needs other than talent to be a championship contender?
Availability.
One of those, two, and then chemistry.
The chemistry, okay.
Chemistry. If you can be as talented as hell, Phoenix Suns. Mm-hmm. No chemistry. None. These guys know where they are going to be as soon as you close your eyes.
Yeah.
You add a fourth player that's been playing with four players that have been playing with each other for about 5, 6, maybe 8 years, anywhere between that window.
Mm-hmm.
You can't beat that. The only other team in the East that has that type of chemistry is the Boston Celtics.
Yeah. And Mikal is that fucking infinity stone. Like, all right, the thing is, you're not just getting a guy just to get a guy. You got the guy who fits your culture, your rotation. He's not going to be a guy that's going to be ball demanding.
Iron Man doesn't get hurt.
He's Iron Man. He plays 82 games, sometimes even 83.
Doesn't get hurt.
One time. And like I said, he's available. That's the key with Mikal. Like, he's going to, God forbid, be healthy. So he's going to be available majority of the time, if not all of the time. And that was an issue with OG, but now you lock him up for 5 years at 213. Bro, that's like on paper, like, all right, if I got Tatum and Brown, I know OG, you getting this guy, Mikal, you get him, and good luck. You know what I mean? So seeing what Boston did and winning the title, and even last year getting even the moves to get Derek White, to get Drew Holiday, to get the Porzingis, you gotta tweak, you gotta do things to get better. And the Knicks got, I would say, a big time better because one, they got Mikal and they kept OG, because now on paper, like I told you before last year even started, this team could be an Eastern Conference Finals team. And
that is true.
They got one before the OG trade.
That is true.
They got one game away from there with a skeleton roster because everybody was hurt. And I tell you,
call the ambulance.
I would tell you again, if the Knicks were 100% healthy, they beat Indiana. And if they were 100% healthy, that series with Boston could have won 7. That was a toss up. And if they beat Boston, they could have beat the fucking Mavericks. But you're still 1 year away. You get this core group. You run it back with everybody. I don't know what moves are going to make drafters tonight and tomorrow. We got free agency. They might do a tweak here and there. You mentioned Mitchell. We will see. But if you keep this roster intact for the next 3, 4, 5 years, then I could say, you know what, to fan A, if they win a championship in the next 5 years, is this trade worth it? Trading five first rounders? You say, yeah, I'll do it all over again.
It's interesting. Starting 5, Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, Randall at the 4, Isaiah Hartenstein at the 5. Wow. Wow. This is going to be good. Oh, man. I mean, every year I think basketball doesn't get more exciting, and then the trades happen, and then people move. There's going to be some moves around, man. So I'm not going to, right now on paper, Knicks is number 2 in the East. There's a lot of talk, and draft night, things happen. Mm-hmm. So there's conversations about Kevin Durant being on the move. There's conversations about Trae Young and Murray, DeJounte Murray being on the move. It's a lot of conversation. Obviously, Atlanta has a number 1 pick going for European. Once again, going for European.
Yeah.
The Knicks salute Leon Rose. I want to give a special shout out to Leon Rose because ever since Leon Rose, matter of fact, let me back up a little bit. Let me give a little shout out to myself. Let me give a shout out to myself. And Randy, you want to give a shout out to me too. Randy, 3 years ago, he said, why? See, fellas, ladies and gentlemen, this guy does not want to give you props ever. Yo, listen, 3-4 years ago, Randy didn't look this happy. 3-4 years ago, Randy was very, very angry at the Knicks and what they were doing. And I told Randy, I said, Randy, you're my man, 50 grand. I hate to see you this sad. I have a solution for you. Do you want to hear it? He said, no. I said, I'm going to tell you anyway. For the Knicks to be good, they have to trade well, actually develop their own players. But those are the number 2 things. They draft terribly. Mind you, I think this roster, I don't think anybody from Knicks is on this roster that was drafted by the Knicks. I don't think anybody
by the Knicks.
I don't think anybody on this roster is drafted by the Knicks. No one. You can go through, we can check, I'm sure, right? So the concept is I told this guy 3 years ago, work through trades and then develop your young guys that you get through trades. First domino was Randall. First domino. Then after that, Jalen Brunson. Then Josh Hart. Then Dante. OG. And now Bridges. You're welcome. Finally.
And like what you've been mentioning, just the laying out of the domino effect. Like obviously Randall was domino 1 back in 2019 because they were trying to get Durant and Kyrie. That didn't happen, so they got Randall. Then the COVID came and they drafted OB in 2020, and they became a playoff team in 21. Mind you, they got RJ Barrett in the draft in 2019.
They drafted Obi Toppin, then traded him. Sorry.
They drafted Barrett and they drafted Obi. They traded both. They drafted quickly and they traded quickly.
All 3.
Look at what you had last year at this time in June compared to what you have now. So you turn the OBs and the Quicklies and the RJ Barretts and those guys into OG. You signed Dante on you think Brunson's underpaid. Dante's underpaid too. He got a nice contract. You trade for Josh Hart. No, they didn't draft Mitchell, right?
They did draft. There's another one. Sidebar, there's another one.
He's still there.
And they're about to trade him.
We don't know yet.
No, but I would do so for more wing players if that was the case, because you already have Isaiah Hartenstein. But the concept is, again, you decided, the Knicks, to actually learn from your mistakes, and literally Leon Rose deserves all the respect. Shout out to him. Doesn't talk to the media, keeps his head down, and does what he's supposed to do. Now look at you, Knicks. Got guys calling me at 10 o'clock at night. Look at you.
And the job he's been able to do is not what you have here today, June 26th. The New York Knicks are not just only we're not talking about them, they might be a playing team. No. They might win a first round series. No, we're beyond that. Oh, they might win a second round. No, we're beyond that. We're in the realm of conference finals or NBA finals. Not just for this year coming up, it's for the next 4 or 5 years. We're now Boston, defending champion, respect to them, but the Knicks are, to me, higher than the Bucks. They're higher than Indiana. They're higher than Miami. They're higher than Philadelphia, even with a healthy Embiid, because full top to bottom, full roster, that Knicks team is probably the only team in the East that can compete with the Celtics. So
130%.
Those are the conversations we're having right now. Like, it's conference finals, NBA finals. So am I saying they're gonna go and win next year? I would love to say that. but we're in that territory now. Like the Knicks are finally like back in that 1990s feel. Like it's a perennial playoff team, perennial conference finals. We might win the whole shit. Everybody healthy, run it back because you got the Nova Knicks there. You got Randall. Like, bro, this roster is crazy.
I also want to this is why I'm the guy that's gonna. It's a reality check. I want to bring you back down to earth. Okay, I know you're floating. You're floating. I want to bring you back down to earth. Okay, God willing, no injuries. God willing, no injuries, because this conversation may not even take off. All it's going to take is one of the cogs, and then all of a sudden it's going to be like, barring no injury, and the roster is filled enough to where I don't think you need to ride these guys. Coach Tom Thibodeau. I think the roster is filled enough where you don't have to, I think you need to space out some of these guys. Randall, Brunson, OG. I don't know if you want to do load management. I don't know if you want to do any of that, but it may be important for you to do so if you want that chip. That's just me talking.
I agree. The team you have now doesn't warrant Josh Hart to play 48 minutes. Doesn't warrant a Brunson to play or Randall to play 40 plus minutes. You're stacked 1 through, bro. Let's just say Boston in New York, right? Opening night. Let's say Boston, what they have now, and the Knicks and what they have now. You got a point guard matchup of Jalen Brunson, Drew Holiday, right? And knowing you might go with the defender of Drew Holiday, or you might go with the offensive guy in Brunson. So
I want to start backwards. With the power forwards. First of all, understand something.
We're gonna get
there. The floor's yours. Go ahead.
All right. If you're 2 guard, Derek White, Mikal Bridges. Okay, then. Your small forward, OG Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen, you got some work to do, baby. Jaylen,
a current champion.
You got some work to do. You MVP. But now, you got some work to do.
Randall, Jason Tatum.
Thank you. That's where I wanted to go right there early. See, I want to start there and come back because that was the thing that was glaring in my head. See, watching that Dallas series and watching Gabbard and watching PJ Washington get defended by Derek White and Jason Tatum, I said to myself, self. Mm-hmm. Any other big player is abusing Tatum down there. Abusing him. I dare you, Boston, to guard Randall with Tatum. Please. Mm-hmm. I dare you. Please. Because let's just say you have the advantage with Jaylen Brown. Okay, an OG. Okay. We ultimately we're going to get Jason in foul trouble with Randall. Ultimately. Mm-hmm. Without a doubt. And once he's in foul trouble on the bench, game over. Mm. Game over. Okay? That's how you beat Boston. If anyone's paying attention. You don't let Tatum guard a big. As soon as you see that happen, you go into the post. And you let Tatum know you won't get this work. Like, you won't get an elbow, you won't get some body. And then when he comes back down on offense, guess what he's going to be doing?
Looking for that biofreeze.
Your man Tatum had a series off defensively. Series off defensive. Shout out to Drew Holiday, literally, and MVP, the finals MVP. Jaylen Brown, move. I got Luka. Move. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And when they played New York, he ain't gonna have a day off. That defensively, not with this team. Randall, OG, or Mikal Bridges. You got to guard somebody.
Well, listen, right, and let me tell you, if Shout out to Missoula. If you decide to put Jason or Randall, he gonna get that work. And then if you switch him off, bring on KP, he gonna get work too. Bring on Horford. Horford. I'm gonna get that work from Randall. That's why he's the X factor. You're not gonna be able to guard him on the wing with a big. You're not gonna be able to guard him in the post with a small. He's the guy that's gonna take you off the hump because everyone else matches up pretty well.
So let's go to the bench real quick. You got Deuce McBride and Pritchard. That's a matchup. Listen, Dante DiVincenzo, who just started for the Knicks, average 15, 18 a game. Him or Sam Hauser, Josh Hart, Al Horford. So
they got an army on the bench, bro. They got an army.
And also Mitchell Robinson, Porzingis. That's the center matchup. If Isaiah does not come back, it's Mitchell and Porzingis.
Right. Listen, Isaiah, I'm not gonna hate on you, bro. You're probably one jump shot away from earning that money. all you got is offensive rebounds and good passes, and you're about to make over 100 mil. Light work without a jump
also,
shot.
We don't know what they're gonna do with Precious, Alec Burks. So I'm saying like this team can go 8, 9, 10 deep. That can defend, that can shoot, mid range, 3-point range, block shots. Like hard nose, like that real rugged, grimy Knicks 1990s kind of basketball style. Like
they don't quit, they don't falter, they don't bend, they don't fold. If you're up 10, 2 minutes left, guess what? They're still coming, they're still playing hard, they're still gonna be scrappy, they're still gonna grab your shirt, they're still gonna trip you, they're gonna again, the leader of that team, Jalen Brunson, his DNA is all over it, clearly. His DNA is all over, which is interesting. Going back to the original concept, when Randall got there, and obviously Jalen went, the concept is usually who's the sun, and who's the sun, who's going to be revolving around the sun? Usually, right? That's always the conversation. Who's going to go to the Knicks? Who's going to follow? Everyone follow Jalen Brunson.
Non-Knicks news, but Woj is reporting this. We are live, people. So if you're watching, hit us up with a question, comment in the chat. Woj just said Washington is trading Denny Advia, how do you say his name, to Portland.
Yeah. To where?
Malcolm Brogdon and the 14th pick in tonight and 2029 pick.
He's going to Portland?
Advia is going to Portland. That means Malcolm Brogdon is going to Washington.
Yeah.
Along with the 14th pick and the 2029 pick.
Malcolm's still playing? Damn, they still bouncing my man around. Damn.
Now I like Brogdon. I don't know why.
So do I. Yeah, I was 20-something in Indiana. God bless. Shout out to Bogey too. I like Bogey too, but he's Detroit, New York. Hey, Detroit, New York, and where did he end up now? He's in a.
We appreciate your services, bro.
Your man couldn't even get a condo. He went from Detroit to New York, and he wasn't included in that trade with the Nets.
No,
right?
Bogey going to Brooklyn. Yeah.
Oh well, then again,
Brooklyn's gonna be a fire sale. So Mikal's gone.
He may not.
Trade Simmons. Maybe they're gonna trade. They're gonna start everything over.
Simmons. Where's Simmons? Who's picking up Simmons' contract? God bless y'all.
I don't know. Maybe he might be the one guy they don't give up because nobody's want him.
There's a lot of quiet is kept.
I mean,
there's a lot of NBA players. There's a lot of NBA players that no one wants. Let me say that again. There's a lot of NBA players that no one wants. Sidebar. You said one. Ben Simmons. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that trash. Again.
Oh God.
Beat Brandon Ingram.
I think he'll be on the move. I think he'll be on the move. I think Paul George will be on the move. Oh,
let me get to him in a second. You see what Tim Legler said, right? About BI?
No.
Shout out to Tim Legler, one of the best minds in basketball, if not the best. Mm-hmm. Tim Legler. Look him up, kids. He said New Orleans would be would have to be tested if they gave BI 200 extension. And I have to agree. Your man's been hurt for like 3 years. Literally, he gave him nothing this year. Maybe he was still hurt. Who knows? But is he Mr. Reliable? The answer is no. Paul George. Paul
That's
George.
the guy. That's the one where, I mean, before Mikal came to New York, PG to New York was discussed. PG
Didn't want it
to be out there.
Didn't want it. You wanted that? You wanted Paul George? You wanted Paul George?
No, because Paul George, I feel like we got our Paul George and Mikal. And Paul George is 34, 35 years old.
Clearly, if you had a choice between Paul George and Mikal, you're picking.
I'm picking Mikal Bridges.
Bing bong. Continue.
Paul
George.
Now I'm hearing. I guess we're all hearing that the Warriors are interested in Paul George, and actually not just trading for him, but giving him the max contract. So now he's in the same timeline as a Curry, as a Klay Thompson, as a Draymond Green. So in the hypothetical world, if a Paul George was to go to Golden State,
listen,
like, does it?
It moves them up a little bit. Shout out to
the needle, but not.
Shout out to Andrew Wiggins. If Andrew Wiggins gave him 25% last year,
and I heard they were dangling Wiggins out there for trade, so he meant to be there.
Whatever is going on in Andrew Wiggins' world, since the championship, since the Golden State Warriors won the championship, Andrew Wiggins has been MIA.
Yeah.
He's been missing in action. What I mean by missing in action, he hasn't been consistently on the floor. He's been time out. You realize Draymond Green looked around and was like, we're not even winning this year. Let me choke up Rudy Gobert. Suspension. Yeah. Hello, he didn't. You look around, it was like, yeah, y'all not really winning a chip this year, right? So, okay. But you bring on Paul George, 50% of Paul George is still 100% with Wiggins. Now, at the same time, is he able to play the defense that is needed? Time will tell. I don't know. Time will tell. But if you're going to Golden State and you're going to start at the 3 because they're going to give you all that money, you're going to start at the 3. You're going to have to defend, bro. You're going to have to defend. There's going to be no hiding. There's going to be no... And Draymond is not one... If Draymond can... Draymond told KD, get the fuck out of my face, you bitch. Draymond told him that's his face. What tell you when he miss an assignment? Or you don't rotate? And you do it consistently. What do you think is going to happen? Huh? You think he's going to be like, yo, Paul, come on, let's. No, he's going to be like, what the fuck are you doing? That's what he's going to say. Excuse my French. I'm just quoting what I think Draymond would say. It is what it is. We are at a time in the NBA where it's going to be very interesting and interesting for all different other reasons. You dig what I'm saying? You got Embiid's bad knee. You got Denver trying to come back because they took that L. You got Minnesota trying to get better. You got Golden State looking like, can we get back? You got the Knicks reloading to the point where it's, okay, I reloaded. You got number 2 in the freaking East. The Bucks are dropping like flies. You got Miami like, what do we do with Jimmy Butler? You got Atlanta like, we got 2 guards we don't want. It's OKC sitting back with all that talent. Like, we ready. Shout out to Orlando. They're getting better. It's gonna be very, very interesting in the next couple of years what happens. And of course, you have to understand. We've had conversations about who's going to be in the final. We just never had, besides Denver. A lot of people picked Denver last year.
Yeah.
A lot of people still picked Denver if Denver had made it against Boston. A lot of people picked Denver over Boston. Don't get it twisted. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Matchups matter. So shout out to Boston for getting that chip, because a lot of people was like, yo, big bro Boston. You went through the East that was injured. You got to play your schedule. I get it. You got to play your schedule. But it wasn't a full.
So you feel that the Celtics championship is, they won it. They played the games and they had a great regular season. I think they went like 80 and something and like 20, and they won by 50, 40, 30. mad times, but you feel like they had like a little pass where like
I'm not gonna call it a
Knicks were
pass.
hurt, Milwaukee was hurt, and Philly was hurt, Indiana got hurt, and then you play the Mavericks where you ain't played Denver defending champion. Like, all right, I mean, I get it. You play the schedule, you play the games, but now next year is where it's like, yo, now everybody is back to normal, stacked up. Let's see if you're a dynasty, can you go back to back, or is it just a one off because everybody was hurt last year?
Every time I talk about the Houston Rockets winning two chips, every time, I always remember somebody was in the league.
Michael Jordan.
So I mean, Houston Rockets fans, it's not an asterisk. Y'all won.
Yeah.
We just know Jordan wasn't playing. So Boston, y'all won. We just know the East wasn't 100%. We just know. So the question is, can you beat the East? Can you? I mean, listen, these guys. Let me backtrack. Boston was good from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
I give it to y'all. Y'all came out was like we punched people in the mouth. Y'all deserve it because y'all were good the whole season. Okay. I just once again I'm confused about what it takes to make first team All NBA. Because your man is Finals MVP.
Yeah.
Now one All NBA selection.
You're right. I guarantee you he'll be there next year.
Don't guarantee nothing. Don't guarantee nothing.
Jaylen Brown will be on an All NBA team next year.
If you saying that, he should have been one on this year. You saying it like it's supposed to happen. No, I'm like, bro.
I thought it was bullshit he wasn't on this year.
The same voters are voting. The voters don't change. The same voters are voting. If the same voters are voting and he gives you the same numbers, am I expecting him to be number on an all NBA team? F no. It's the same voters. They clearly have an axe to grind against your man Jaylen. I don't know what it is. He can't go left. He's getting paid too much money. What is it that you can't make this guy first team All NBA? Tatum's sitting right there. Was Tatum guarding Luka? Huh?
No.
Was Tatum guarding Luka and giving you work on offense? Hell no. But I mean, listen, that man Tatum, he be having folks in the tizzy.
Real quick, just saw this. The Knicks now have the second best odds to win the 2025 NBA Finals, tied with the Denver Nuggets, obviously behind defending champion Boston Celtics, and above the OKC Thunder, who got Caruso in a trade last week. So, yeah.
Don't even make no sense.
Bro, just how, not saying crazy, but just how, like, just hear that sound. The New York Knicks, in the year of our Lord 2024, have the third best odds to win the NBA Finals in the next season.
You're not dreaming.
Like, when was the last time you heard that?
You're not dreaming. You're not dreaming. It really is happening. And that's strictly because of the patience, the focus. Don't mind my laundry in the back. The patience and the focus. I'll kill the producer. The patience and the focus of Leon Rose, doing what he's supposed to do. I mean, who won Executive of the Year last year? I think it was.
Also, real quick, Bam Adebayo resigned with the Heat, which he wasn't going anywhere, but he's staying for a good boatload of money. Congrats to Bam. But yeah, like you said, real quick before we get out of here, the patience, the understanding of running a team and getting the needs, the fit, the chemistry, and not just, oh, this guy is a free agent, oh, this guy wants to be out. Let's put everything in the middle of the table for him and rush everything, because a lot of fans, who wanted Spider Mitchell 2 years ago, respectfully, was like, oh, how come you ain't trade? You could have got Donovan Mitchell. And I say Leon saw a bigger vision beyond that. Not just the now, but now I want to put I want to put a squad together that's not just going to be good for 1 or 2 years, but 4, 5, 6, and get guys still in their 20s. And the same trade, the same content of the trade you gave for Mikal and OG is what you would have gotten for Donovan. You would got one player. But if you give up RJ quickly 4 picks or 5 picks in a second, and then Bojanovic, you turn it to OG and Mikal Bridges, 2 young studs that can two-way players are going to be on your roster for the next couple of years. And Mikal is still on. He still got 2 years left on his deal, and it's still favorable. It's not a lot of money.
Again, the concept is your man Leon was like, yo, we're looking for chemistry. We're looking for guys that will fit the culture. Culture. You're looking for culture. You found it.
Yeah.
Will fit the culture of the Knicks. Hard-nosed. Loves to play. Loves to play. 50, 100, 130 minutes. Don't matter. Let me play.
Mm-hmm.
No excuses. No excuses.
Yeah.
These guys are primed and ready, Randy, and I want to give you a round of applause. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming for you. I felt the energy through the call last night, even though I hung up on you. And then today, when you were begging me to come on, when you gonna get home? We need to get on. When?
You know why? Because before, when the Knicks lose or do a bad deal, or when they lose in the playoffs, yo, when we doing the show, what's up? What's up? What's up? When we doing the show, what's up? We're going live. What's up? I'm ready. Yo, what we doing tonight? And I'm like, I don't want to talk, man.
Call you back, brother.
Call you back. I'm busy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, maybe there's more moves for them to do. I'm not saying tonight or tomorrow for the draft, but let's see how it goes for the remainder of the summer. But a big piece coming to New York with Mikal Bridges, also keeping OG is a major plus for them. And listen, man, I wish everything could start tomorrow, but I know the Garden this season is, I thought it was rocking last year and the year prior for the playoffs, but bro, this is gonna be a different energy, a different vibe in the building, knowing like, yo, this is gonna be, we're in that championship contender conversation now, but we ain't just trying to get the 4 seed or 3. Like, yo, we are we in it.
It's out the gate. It's out the gate. Y'all gonna be. I expect y'all to be Boston right out the gate. Like, I expect the Knicks, this year's Knicks team, to be the Boston last year. That's what I expect.
I would not even be shocked if they say, yo, opening night is New York at Boston on TNT, and I wouldn't be shocked. Listen, give me Boston, New York, Christmas Day at the Garden. Give me that. Give me Boston at the Knicks, Christmas Day, prime time, 5:30, ESPN, ABC, and then the next season, give it to me again on NBC.
He said, "Now I want Boston."
Bro,
Boston, we got our Band-Aid situated, bro.
I can tell you right now what the opening night lineup might be. It's going to be Boston, New York, New York at Boston.
Mm-hmm. At Boston, absolutely.
And I
see that ring ceremony. See that ring ceremony.
The Knicks gonna be there. They're gonna watch everything. All right, that's motivation for them.
Slap fire out, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Then a mix of definitely Lakers gonna be involved. JJ Redick, new head coach, he'll be on opening night, either against Denver, maybe the Mavericks. Could it be OKC? But something in that range. Phoenix, Durant, if he stays, Lakers, and somebody is going to be opening night along with Boston and the Knicks.
Yeah, somebody. Denver and Minnesota.
It could be Minnesota. No, it could be Minnesota and the Lakers, or Lakers at Minnesota.
I want Denver.
then it's going to be Denver and the Lakers again.
I know. Gotta play LeBron. You gotta play the 55-year-old LeBron. You gotta play him. I know. You gotta play him. I mean, because obviously everyone wants to see him play. But listen, like I said before, I am running on fumes. I am excited for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Pascal got a 4-year 189. Okay.
Yeah, we spoke about that last show. Yeah. Congrats to him.
It is a situation. Yeah, I mean, we're talking about OG getting 212. I mean, this guy, Pascal got 189. So I mean, whatever.
But OG two-way, two-way like a pager, two-way.
He's a two-way like a pager. That's going to be Mikal Bridges too.
Real quick, the record they had with the Knicks when he was playing, bro, he's like 22-4. Like, yo, give me the money.
See, people are going to look at his averages, OGs.
Yeah.
Because everyone can average. Everyone's not going to be able to average 20. Possibly. Maybe. But not everybody's going to be able to average 20. OG highlights on defense.
Yeah. That's where the money comes in. Give me a highlight with just steals and blocks.
Weak side help. Come here, Embiid. Block. We out. Oh, you trying to steal? Cookies. We out. Boom. Boom. Like.
Yep.
This is what you need. This is what you deserve. And I'm happy for you. I really am. For all those, Sir Denny Blanco's the handle. It's in the Game podcast. For all those who want to challenge me in reference to the Knicks being number 2, the second best team in the East, holla at me. Explain to me why another team other than the Knicks is supposed to be number 2. I don't see how that would be, but yeah.
So I don't want to keep you any longer, but Denny Blanco as Sir Denny Blanco on Twitter, Instagram, X, TikTok. Also Randy J Cruz, RENDY, letter J CRUZ on TikTok, Twitter, X, Instagram, all that good stuff. Find the podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, also on Amazon Music, youtube.com/Cruise Control Podcast. Go ahead, download, rate, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Show some love and support for you boys on the program. Enjoyed night 1 of the NBA draft. Night 2 will be tomorrow. If anything crazy happens, I'll call you and we'll get right back on the show, bro. If anything crazy happens, I'm not doing, they traded 23 for cash considerations.
LeBron got to go to Miami. Something crazy like that.
LeBron got to lead the Lakers, or Bronny got to get drafted in the first round. But okay, what we doing now?
Yeah,
LeBron got to take the vet minimum somewhere.
Yeah, call me. Other than that, don't.
All right, bro, I got you, man. Take it easy.
It's in the game, you heard?
Yes, sir.